What's going on, everyone? It's Maximus Trades back with another video. So today I'll be going over how I lost $26 trading the Nasdaq today. So a little bit of a one win, one loss kind of day. I'm not mad about this day at all. We're on I think 4 day losing streak, so it's not good looks. But I'm not mad about this day at all. Like, to be fair, I think this is a good day overall. Even though we lost, I think it was a good day. So basically, let's get right into it. So hopping into the 4 hour, so I took one trade on New York, one trade on Asia. Lost the New York trade. I haven't won a trade in New York for so long, but I lost the New York trade and I won the Asia trade. So we were coming to the day, dumping these lows, probably target. I thought we were going to target these 4 hour gaps, sweeping out a bunch of lows. We were on a big down move. Coming to the day, we had lots of bearish hourly for value gaps that were unfilled to the upside, and yeah. So right when, like, the way, if you haven't seen my New York session, like, I don't really care too much. I don't really go in with a bias, but we can see around market opening, it was pretty, like, I didn't really catch this short because I didn't really take out a key level, so I didn't find an entry for this short move down here. So what I did was I waited until this time, which was 11 o'clock, so pretty late into the session. We took out London lows. And at these London lows, we made SMT because we could see we closed below these lows on Nasdaq, but on the S&P 500, we did not initially close below these lows. So you can see here, right here, here's your lows, London lows over here. We did not initially close below these lows, right? So that was my SMT at those lows. And I was looking for longs at that point because, first of all, we took out key London low right here. London low, key London low, been swept right there, which I marked out here. And we made an SMT at the London low. So that gave me incentive for long. So basically, the first bullish candle I marked out after that was, I marked out the equilibrium of this first bullish candle. As you can see, this white thing is the equilibrium. And I waited for a retrace into that equilibrium. So let's go to the 1 minute here. Oh, sorry. So basically, all I did was I waited for price to come down to here. As you can see, I'm changing the color of this so it's a little more clear because you can only tell right now. It's a color like that makes it a lot more visible. So basically, as you can see, this is the candle I marked out here to here, and we came down here, retested this equilibrium, and after seeing there's a fair value gap down here, I think. Yeah, this 1 minute fair value gap I marked out here. You can see this 1 minute fair value gap I marked out here. This gap over here, right? We, first of all, retested equilibrium, inverse this gap over here. As soon as we inverse that gap, or we look like you're about to enter, like right here on this candle, as you can see my blue candle entry over here, my blue arrow entry, so I entered there. And then basically what happened was we were up and we chopped. Easy. Oh, this horrible chop. And my initial TP1 was at this high up here. You see I marked it out. So at this TP1, I was going to take half my position out and let another half ride up to here, probably taking partials out here, here maybe as well. So probably I was going to let my position ride out. But unfortunately, we did not take out this TP1. We stuck up here and then we ended up crashing down to our stop loss and we lost $73 on that trade. So I'm not mad about this. We filled our steps and we came pretty close to hitting our TP1. So I feel like this is to blame chop or whatever. And we entered pretty late in the session. But, maybe some things I need to fix my model. Because again, we were on a 2 week winning streak, 3 week winning streak. And now we're on a 4 day losing streak. So it just kind of shows you how things can flip. So let's go, okay, whatever. That's besides it. Let's go to the next trade. So this is my New York trade. Now, my next trade was this Asia long I took up here. So you can see this is a lot more cleaner, a lot more fit. But basically all this really was we opened into Asia session and we were really really choppy. So wait, oops, let me show you guys. We were really fucking choppy. So Asia session opened. Oh wait, the other thing I wanted to point out here is, like, as you can see on this trade that I lost in the New York trade, you can see that we got stopped out, but eventually price did end up going up. So we were right. The price would go up. We were just kind of messed up our entry. But this is like, not like we messed up our entry and immediately went up. About 2 hours after we got stopped out, it did end up going back up. So it kind of shows we have the discretion now. We still have to get the entries right. Like, I keep saying that, and I feel like it's not like a broken record, but it's true. This is not a trade I took. I did not get entered on this trade. There's no errors, as you guys can see. I was looking to enter shorts here down to this unfilled hourly gap, but we did not end up going lower, so I did not take any trades there. But This is the trade I took right here. So as you can see, coming into Asia, like Asia opened like right pretty much here ish. Right, so coming to Asia, really choppy. We had these highs up here, these highs down here, these lows on here. So really choppy, and I was just looking for a sweep on the 1 minute because I'm really just looking for price to come up and fill in this hourly gap. This big box over here. This is the hourly gap. This is no, sorry, the 4 hour gap. You can see, I meant 4 hours. This is a high time frame 4 hour gap. And I was looking to fill this. I was looking to take longs up to this gap, right? Because that was my key level for the day. So I was looking for longs on Asia. So basically, all this essentially was we were chopping, and I understood that. But I was like, if we could if we could take out these lows, which we did, like as you can see, we took out these lows here. All these lows taken out, closed below here on the Nasdaq on the S&P. However, we had made a 1 minute SMT. I'm like 90% sure if I remember this correctly. When was this? Just like chopping. Yeah, it was like here. So you can see. Well, anyway, none of these low. We didn't. This I think it was here. This lows we did not close. We said even. We did not close below. Right. So that gave me my SMT. Right. And I really just waited for a 1 minute confirmation. So I just waited for a 1 minute break of structure. I know this is a really simple kind of blatant trade, but it worked, and it continues to work. It's kind of my model with Asia. It's really simple. I was just targeting this unfilled gap up here. I'm like, but the thing is, I was like, what you might be asking, why didn't I extend my take profit there? I was like, well, I understand that we're chopping right now, so I want someone maybe just want to take it out to the session high first. I felt like that was an appropriate target, so I just entered here. Saw a little bit. I went break even after as soon as we hit the as soon as we took out this high here, because this wick was a little sketchy, because it was relative equal highs up here, so this wick was sketchy. So as soon as we hit this high, break even, almost got stopped at like a little. I didn't get almost, but like we kind of had a retracement, then ended up pushing back up to my full TP for $47. So overall, we lost $26 on the day. 4 day losing streak, not good. But am I mad about this day? No, because I'm not mad about this New York trade at all. But I'll be wanting to trade in Asia, so I'm not mad about either of those trades. It's just kind of unlucky the way it played out with the New York trade, and the fact that we ended up losing more than what we made on the Asia trade. But nevertheless, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully, we can finally catch a good trade on New York. But yeah, that's enough for today. That's Maximus Trades out.